morning. Good morning. How are you? Was that sad? We are going to get started. So, if you do think you need a chair, you can grab a chair. We're going to do some balancing today a little bit. So if you think you need one, grab one. If you think you need some blocks, I have some blocks, and you can always put up your hand if we're doing something you think you need blocks. Okay. And those of you at home, if you need a chair, just have one handy, and if you have blocks, if you need blocks or a knee pad. Okay, so you can just get comfortable. So that may be for you seated on the ground, in a chair, whatever. Okay, so do that now. So you're either sitting or you're standing or you're lying down. And you can do either any one of those. Whatever you prefer. Just get comfortable. You can sit in any seat you like. If you want to lie down, you can lie down. Oh. No. So I have to have this right here so people can see me, because is anyone available to watch the recordings? Have you watched the recordings? Yeah, good, because they're there for you to use at any time. They will be there forever. Forever. as long as YouTube is around, they will be there. So you can enjoy me anytime you want. I watch them this week. I watch them sometimes too, and yeah, I'm not a fan of me, but sometimes I actually do practice with them, because it's someone else, even though it's me, telling me what to do, which is actually kind of nice.
Now don't be too critical.
I'm not. That's what I mean. I enjoy watching myself. Well, not really, but anyway. But that's okay. That's okay. It's still. I can come to it. Anyway, yes.
Auto reflection.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. There's always going to be things that we don't like about ourselves, but you know what? It's different when you're on screen and it's coming from a different place. It's not just a picture. It's a whole different other experience. So it's a little bit different. Anyway, hopefully those of you who are at home, you can hear me. Thumbs up if you can. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. So just settle yourself in whatever way you need to settle yourself. Okay, you can close your eyes, you can wiggle around, bring yourself to your center. So again, you can lay down, sit in the chair, whatever serves you the best. And start to connect with yourself. So often in our busy lives, we don't take time to connect to ourselves. We're so busy and overly stimulated with so many things that are going on in our lives and in our days that we don't take the time to just be with ourselves. It doesn't have to be for very long either. Just a little bit, a couple of minutes here and there, just noticing how we're feeling, what's going on with ourselves. What are we thinking about? What kind of thoughts are moving in our heads? Noticing the way that we're breathing, noticing the way that our bodies are moving inside, as in the heart beating, the breath moving, the blood moving. Just connecting and noticing. And honestly, if this is all your practice consists of every day, 5 minutes here every single day, just doing this, that's a beautiful practice. You're going to get to know yourselves just a lot more. Okay, so let's just focus on the breath a little bit more. Just watch yourself breathing in and breathing out. And while you're watching that, you can set yourself an intention. So, whatever brought you to this practice today, doesn't matter what it is. And then begin to notice where your center is. Where do you feel that your energy is radiating out from? It could be your heart, could be your nose, could be your belly, could be your pinky toe, could be anywhere. Doesn't matter where it is. Just notice that. And then see if you can direct your breath into that space if it isn't already. And just breathe in and out of that space, that center, wherever it may be. Let's give ourselves one more breath. This time we're going to really fill ourselves up. So breathe in as much as you can. Feel yourself expand and then sigh it out through your mouth. And we'll do that one more time. So big breath in through the nose. Feel yourself expanding through your whole body. And then sigh it out through your nose. I mean through your mouth. You know what I mean. Okay. And then start to wiggle around. Wiggle around. Give yourself maybe a stretch. Move those toes, move those fingers, move whatever you need to move. Good. And then give yourself a hug in any way that you want to give yourself a hug. That might mean knees to chest. That might mean just wrap your arms around yourself. Just give yourself a hug any way that you like. Whatever's comforting to you. Good. And then release that hug and then just shake out whatever you need to shake. Maybe your fingers. Maybe you move your head from side to side gently. Maybe your feet, you shake those out. Your legs, wiggle your hips maybe around. Okay. And then wherever you are, you're going to make your way up, standing. So we need to get up off the ground. Take your time. So we're coming up in a safe manner. Notice how you're getting up. There's no wrong way of getting up or getting down. Just as long as you stay safe. Use whatever props you need to get up. And then we're just going to, once we arrive, we're just going to stand in mountain pose. So feet are about hip width apart. Just reach your arms down by your side, stand up nice and tall. You might close your eyes. You might have them open. It doesn't matter. You might be holding on to the chair. You might not be. Again, it does not matter. And again, as we're standing up now, you just find your center. Breathe. Find the connection of your feet into the ground. And at any time, all if you need to take off socks or put on socks or whatever, you can use them. Okay, so just taking a few moments here. So you might notice that your center is a little bit different when you're standing up from when you were either lying down or sitting down. You might notice different things. Maybe the breathing's different, your heartbeat is different. Okay, and then we're going to start to move a little bit. So we're going to just maybe tap our toes, just tap the toes. The toes are lifting up and down. And then maybe the heels are lifting up and down. Just do a little bit of tapping. Good. And then we're gonna bend into the knees maybe just a little bit. And then we'll bend in, wiggle the hips a little bit. Bend the elbows. Look at this, we're dancing. And we're gonna shake the arms up. And then we'll shake the arms down. And we kind of all look like chickens, and we'll bring the arms up. It's okay, I'm the only one that's being videotaped here. Yeah, look at me. Good, okay, and then we're gonna walk the feet a little bit wider, just as wide as you're comfortable. And we're gonna start to do a little twist. And you can lift up onto one foot as you twist. You can go move that twist as far as you like. Go slow. We're gonna keep the arms around our hips to begin with. And then we're gonna slowly, as we twist and turn, we're gonna start to bring those arms up. And you can definitely have the elbows bent. You can do whatever feels right here. You can move your head further if you like. You can take a moment to pause if you like. So those arms are just gonna slowly go up and above your head. And again, we're paying attention to what we're doing here. We're not leaving the room with our minds, allowing them to tell us stories. We're staying present with what's going on. Okay. And if you're doing this and you need a little bit more balance, hold on to the chair with one hand. And we'll slowly bring those arms all the way back down. Okay. And eventually we will stop. And we will heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. So we're standing up nice and tall. Good. So we're going to inhale those arms all the way up. Big breath in. We're going to take the right arm, I'm mirroring you, right arm on top of the left. Okay, and we're going to bend at the elbows. And we're going to come into eagle arms. So the back of the hands might come together, or you might be able to twist a little bit more and bring the palms together. We're going to bring those elbows in towards the chest. Okay, so we're going to feel a little bit more opening up through the back. Okay, root down equally through both feet. Okay, and those of you at home, if you're feeling wobbly here, you can always sit down onto your chair or something. Okay, then even here as well too. Okay, hold it here, and then we're gonna lift the arms all the way back up. Exhale, bring the arms back down. Inhale the arms all the way up, and then open up the arms nice and wide. Arms into a T. Bring the arms down. Clasp them behind you. Push down. Open up through the heart and lift up your chin. Try to stay balanced on both feet. Good. And then release that. We'll just give our wrists a shake, our elbows a shake, our shoulders a shake. Good. And then inhale those arms all the way back up again. This time, the left arm comes on top of the right, bend into the elbows, bring those elbows down, and then bring the back of the hands together or the palms together. Doesn't matter. Okay? And hug those elbows in towards the chest. Take the breath here. And then we're going to bring those elbows up and down. A couple more times. Up and down. And one more time. Up and down. Good. Unwind the arms. Open them up wide. Bring the arms behind you. Clasp the hands in a different way that feels weird maybe. Push down, squeeze your shoulder blades, push your heart forwards, and maybe lift up your chin. Again, take a moment here. Good. And then we'll release that, shake out the shoulders, the wrists. I'm going to turn down the feet because I had to put it up to 15 degrees in here when I got in here earlier. But that was just a little bit too cold. Okay, so shake, 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 shake. Good. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to just move to any side of your mat. Okay, so we're going to be doing a little walking meditation around your mat. You can put your chair in the middle of your mat, so you can always have a hand on the chair. if you need to, okay? There's always an option. So the best way to do this is have 1 foot on your mat and 1 foot on the ground, okay? We're gonna try to stand up as tall as we can. And if you can, close your eyes. If that doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. You can open and close, or just keep your eyes open, okay? And all you're going to do is walk around your mat, slow, just paying attention, okay? So you can keep your hand on the chair if you need to, and you're just gonna slowly walk around your chair. Try not to look at the ground or your feet. Try not to look at the middle of the mat. You're just looking forwards if your eyes are open, or you're closing your eyes, taking your time, finding your balance. Try not to shuffle your feet. Just be aware there's the, yeah. So we're going slow, So we're connecting to the ground. So you're noticing as each foot connects to the ground, whether you have socks on or not, okay? So you're just feeling the connection, trying to stand up as tall as you can, trying not to look down. If you do have your eyes closed, I mean, we have a bunch of people in this room, so you're gonna notice, pay attention to the energy. You're going to feel energy when you get near another person, okay? So see if you can tap into that energy. We have energy radiating. It's like your aura, right? It's all around you. And if you are really in tune, you should be able to feel the aura of another person beside you. The energy is there. We just need to 1 foot on the mat, 1 foot on the ground, if possible. Yeah, if possible, just do what you can. We're not going to be too strict about this. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, stop for a moment wherever you are. Just take a moment. Notice whatever there is to notice. It could be anything. It could be a sensation in your body. Might be a thought that you're going to say to someone because you're get out of my way, or something else. Okay, then turn yourself around and go in the opposite direction. And make sure you're breathing. It doesn't matter if you're going in a different direction than somebody else. It doesn't matter. Just take your time. This is called a walking meditation. And this is something that is done throughout the world. I learned it in Thailand in an ashram. And the monks do it daily, but they do it for hours at a time. In a little area like this, or sometimes it's bigger, but there's a definite pattern to their movement. They do it with their eyes closed. Yeah. When you do have your eyes closed, all of a sudden your intuition kicks in, your gut kicks in. Listen to it. It knows. Believe in your intuition. It knows the truth. What does it know? It knows everything. Oh, it absolutely knows everything. It's very wise. We don't believe it sometimes, which I don't understand why. Believe more in yourself than what's out there. Breathe. Okay, now slowly you're gonna make your way. You can open up your eyes if you want to. Make your way back to the front of your mat. And just take a moment just to notice. You might need the chair again, so just have the chair ready if you need it. Okay, wiggle around if you need to, shake off some energy, shake off some stress. For some people, that is a very stressful activity. Yeah, it can be. It can be very relaxing, serene as well, too. So it just depends. Okay, so bring your feet together this time, if possible. If possible, okay? Or as close as you can. Use the knee, use the chair if you need to for this next part, okay? We're going to bring the hands towards the heart. So just connect with your hands, unless you're holding onto the chair. If you're holding onto a chair, connect your hands to the chair. Just feeling either hand to hand or your hands to the chair, okay? Just take a moment here. Then we're going to bend and straighten the legs. So just bend as far as you can and then straighten up. Then we're going to bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Your eyes can be open or closed. Such a simple exercise, but it can be pretty profound. Especially if you're squeezing those legs together and you're closing your eyes. Can you breathe through this? Can you pay attention? Okay. And then comes up again. And then we're going to take your right leg and you're going to cross it over your left leg. So we're going to bend into the knees maybe just a little bit, and we're going to cross over, okay? So, or at the ankle, or at the ankle. Hold on to the chair if you need to, okay? So we're either like this at the ankle, or maybe you can bend into your supporting leg a little bit more, which is your left leg, and you cross your foot over and maybe your foot just hangs here. You're doing eagle legs. So you do what you need to do here, okay? So your foot you might be here, you might be here, you might be able to get your leg almost around, okay? Wherever it is, it doesn't matter, okay? So just find where you can be. Just take a few moments here and breathe. Just notice how it feels in your body. Okay, we're not judging anything. We're not criticizing ourselves. Remember, we were talking about that earlier. Good. Okay, and then let's get out of that. So unwind and let's shake. Shake out those feet. Shake, shake, shake. Shake out those hips. Okay, let's take a big breath in. Arms come up. Big breath and exhale it out. Bring your hands back down towards your heart. Okay, so let's bring the legs back together again, if possible. Okay, and we're just going to bend and straighten a few times. So as we exhale, we're going down, and inhale to come back up. And one more time. Good, okay. Now we're gonna either cross the left leg over the right leg at the ankle, or maybe we bend the knee a little bit more and bring that leg a little bit more up. Maybe we have that left foot hanging in the air. Maybe we can bring it right behind the calf. Just depends where you are. Okay, breathe. Breathe and notice. Relax your jaws and your tongues and your eyes. If you really want to challenge yourself, close your eyes. That's up to you. I'm not telling you you have to. It's an option. One more breath. Good. And then we're going to uncross those legs, and then we're going to shake everything out again. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Is that a wasp?
Yep.
Can hear you. I'm just going to stick it back here for now. It's either in hibernation mode or it's dead, almost dead. Okay, so now come to the side of your mat again. This time we're going to walk backwards.
Oh, fun.
Okay. So these can be open or closed. Try to stand up tall. We're going slow. Okay, we're going slow. See if you can keep one foot on the mat, one foot on the ground. And again, try to stand up tall, relax your faces, your jaws, your arms, your shoulders. Okay, try not to, you know, people have said you have eyes at the back of your head. You actually do. It's called your intuition. Okay, so check in with that. Okay, and then just walk backwards, one step at a time. Hold on to your chair if you need to, one step at a time. Again, your eyes can be closed. Pay attention every time you put a foot down. Notice every time you pick a foot up. Notice. You don't have to go fast. Slow it down. And breathe.
Or
Yeah, notice the energy coming off of other people. You should notice if someone's coming at you from behind. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're slowly going backwards. Try not to shuffle. Picking up your foot, bringing it back down. Little steps, little steps. Okay, stop for a moment. Turn around and go in the other direction. And again, we're going backwards, but just in the other direction. So the other foot should be on the mat, your mat. And again, take your time, go slow. Eyes can be open, eyes can be closed. And breathe. Try to relax through your face. Don't overthink it. Excellent. Okay, let's stop for a moment. You know, up your eyes, just notice where you are. See if you can stand there for a moment. And then you can shake out whatever you need to shake out, and then come onto your mat again, in either at the front of your mat or the middle of your mat. And just take a moment. Okay, so we're gonna do eagle, arms and legs. So we're gonna do the legs first. Okay, so we're gonna take the right leg and we're gonna cross it over again onto the right. I mean the right leg over onto the left. So either at the ankle or bend the knee, keep it higher, up to you, okay? So we got that, we got the legs. Now we're gonna do opposite arms. So the left arm is gonna come over top of the right. And if you need to hold on to a chair, just hold on to the chair and just maybe bring one arm up. That's totally fine. Okay. Just take a moment here. Try to stand up as tall as you can. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Excellent. Good. And then unwind the arms, unwind the legs, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Good. Inhale those arms all the way up. Big breath in, and then exhale, we're going to do a forward bend this time. So you can go down to the seat of your chair, the back of your chair, to your knees, to your toes, whatever you hit. Doesn't matter. Keep it soft. Take a couple of breaths here. Make sure you're breathing. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up. Big stretch up. Good. And then you're going to reach your arms back behind you, clasp your hands again. You can bend into your knees a little bit, push down the hands, open up through the heart, and lift up your chin. Take a couple breaths here. Good. And then we're going to release that. Do another shake, shake, shake. And then we're going to do eagle on the other side. So this time that left leg is going to come over the right leg. So either at your ankle, a little bit higher on the thigh. You do you. Okay. And then we'll do opposite. So left arm underneath the right arm. Maybe the back of the hands are together. Maybe the palms are together. It doesn't matter. Just do what you can. Make sure you're steady. Make sure you're breathing. And if you need the chair for balance, just keep trading on and off with the legs and the hands. Or if you feel like you need to do the arms a little bit more, do the arms. If you feel like you need to do the legs a little bit more, do the legs. Okay. And breathe. Okay. One more breath. Excellent. And then we're going to unwind those arms, unwind those legs, shake it out again. Shake, 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 shake. Good. And then inhale those arms all the way back up. Reach up. Bend into the knees, forward fold. So reaching down to your knees, the chair, your toes, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just become soft here. And shake out whatever you need to shake out. And then slowly bring yourself all the way up. We're going up slow so we don't get dizzy. The head always comes up last. And give ourselves a nice big stretch. Reach. Good. And then circle those arms back behind you. Again, clasp them in a different way maybe this time. Clasp. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. You can bend the knees a little bit more. Force, bring your heart forwards and look up. You don't have to do a lot of crunching through the back of the neck either. Just lift the head. And then release that. And then do a little shoulder roll, wiggle around, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. Okay. So we are going to come into warrior one. So we're going to keep the right leg forwards, back leg, left leg is going to come 45 degrees. Okay, so 45, not 90, 45. Half of a half. Everyone gets that? Okay, bend into that right knee. Your hip bones are facing forwards. Good. And you can always give some space between the feet widthwise. Okay. Good. Take a moment here. And we're going to bring those arms back up. Good. Find our breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, and we're going to do those eagle arms again. So the right arm is going to come underneath the left. And again, we'll just find our eagle arms. Breathe. Relax the shoulders down. Take a breath. Breathe. Okay, so you have the option of just staying here like this, or we can create a little bit of movement, tilting ourselves forwards. So we're only tilting from our hip flexors. The legs are staying exactly how they are. You're going to tilt as far as you're comfortable going. Just do what you can do. You can just maybe move your head and then bring yourself all the way back up again. And then we're going to go backwards a little bit. Again, just do what you can do. You might just lift up your head. That's still going backwards. Okay? You don't have to do big movements. And then inhale, come back to center. Okay, and then we're going to twist. We're going to twist towards the right first. So you might just twist your torso, but you might just twist your head. Your head might just look over your right shoulder. Okay? So you do what you need to do. Make sure your legs don't move though. Okay, we're gonna come back through center. And then we're gonna twist over towards that left side. Maybe it's just the head that twists. Or maybe it's the torso that twists as well. Up to you. Okay, come back through center. One more thing, we're gonna side bend. Side bend towards that right side, just a little bit, don't fall over. And come back through center, and again, maybe it's just the head that side bends. Okay, and then we're gonna go over to the other side. Good, make sure you're breathing. Inhale, come back up through center. Good, unwind those arms. Oh, shake them out, wiggle them out. Good, and then we're gonna take a step forwards. Good, and then wiggle around, maybe do some circles in the hips, shake whatever you need to shake. Good, and then lucky us, we get to do the other side. Oh boy, gotta find balance. So we're gonna keep the left leg forwards, and we're gonna take that right leg back. So about 45 degrees again. You can have some space between the legs. Bend into that left knee. Hip bones are facing forwards. Good. Okay, find your balance here. Now bring the arms up. Yeah, you might want to bring that foot, the back foot out towards the right a little bit more. Yeah, just no, out, like move it like out. Yeah, and then you have more space here, and then your hips are able to turn a little bit more. When the legs are back, your hips do not want to turn. There's no movement here. So if they're out, spread out a little bit more, there's movement. Good. Okay, arms are up here. Good. Now we're going to do those eagle arms again. So we're going to take that left arm underneath the right arm. Okay, and twisting around. So we're doing opposite of what we just did. If you feel like you did this side, because you know sometimes we get mixed up, just change it. Good. Hold it here. Breathe. And again, you don't have to twist as much as I'm twisting. You make just the back of your hands are together. Maybe you're just like this. That's fine too. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go for up and down. So we're gonna go down as far forward as you can go. You might be able to go all the way down. You might just bring your chin down towards your chest, which is totally fine. And then come all the way back up. And then either you're looking up or you just tilt back a little bit. Again, your feet don't move. Your feet and legs are nice and strong and stationary. And come back up through center. Good. Okay. Okay, we're going to twist. So we're going to twist over towards that left side first. Maybe the head just moves. Maybe it's the whole body, except for the legs. And then inhale, come back to center. And then we'll go in the other direction. Again, try not to allow that front knee to move. Left knee does not move. And then come back through center. Good. And then we'll side bend towards the left. Nice strong legs here. Good. Inhale, coming back to center. And over towards that right side. And again, just doing what you can do. And inhale back through center. Good. And then let's unwind those arms. Shake them out. Take a step forwards, shake them out. Maybe wiggle, move the hips around. Maybe in the other direction. Good. And then take a nice big breath in. Big breath in. We're going to do another forward bend all the way down. So again, to your chair, to your knees, to your feet, wherever. And then come up halfway. So a nice level back here. And then forward bend. Okay, so once we're in a forward bend, you can either be holding onto the seat of the chair, or you're going to get down onto your hands and knees. Up to you. So hands and knees, or hold on to the seat of the chair. We're going to do some cows and cats. Up to you. All right. So use a knee pad for your knees if you need to. Toes can be curled or not. And again, if you have a chair, use the chair seat. You're just holding on to the chair for that option. Okay, so we're still in a table. You just bend your knees. And we're gonna do some cows and cats. So drop the belly down, the shoulders lift a little bit, the head lifts, and your tailbone lifts. For your cow, exhale, push the back up for your cat. Okay, you're just gonna allow the spine and the pelvis to move into your cow and into your cat. So make any adjustments that you need to make. We'll do that a few more times. Cow and cat. And feel free to stay in your cow and cat for a moment. Just feeling all the feels that that's happening here, all those sensations. When you're in your cow and the belly lowers, you're stretching out your abdominals, but you're strengthening your back. And then when you move into cat and you're pulling the back up, you're stretching out your whole spine and back, and you're pulling your belly button in, so you're strengthening your abdominals. Let's do 2 more of those.
Are you exhaling when you arch?
Well, try to see what happens. See what happens. Be a scientist. Do some biology. See what happens if you inhale and cow or you exhale and cow. Which one feels better? Okay, when you're finished doing those cows and cats, you can bring yourself into a downward dog. If you're using the chair, you just hold on to the chair, walk your feet back, and then stretch back. If you're on your hands and knees, you just lift up those knees, lift your hips up into the ground. So equal weight between your legs and your hands, your feet. You can bend into your knees a lot. That's going to help to support your back. You can also do it against the wall. Okay, just putting your hands on the wall and walking your feet back. Okay. And then if you're on your hands and knees and you're in your downward dog, you can bring your knees down and you can sit, or you can come and sit into a chair. Okay, either or. So you're either seated, or you're seated. You're seated on the ground or in a chair. Pretty much everything you can do in a chair, you can do on a mat. Everything you can do on a mat, pretty much you can do in a chair. Okay. So if you're on the ground, you're just going to cross your right leg over your left leg. If you're on a chair, you're going to cross your right leg over your left leg. Good. Your legs can be straight, they can be bent, you can put a block underneath your knees, what have you. And you can sit on a knee pad if you want to. Okay, so we're going to do a twist here. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. Then we're going to twist towards the right side first. So inhale, and you can bring those arms up. And we're going to just twist over towards the side, bring the arms in. So the arms come down, down, yeah. Down, but you're twisted towards that right side. Yes, there you go. And we're just taking a moment here, just breathing, just noticing, relaxing your jaw and your tongue and your shoulders. Your head might go a little bit further. Don't force anything. Just breathe. Good. And then inhale, you're going to bring those arms all the way up. It's like a great big rainbow you're going to create. And we're going to go all the way over towards that other side. We're going to keep the legs exactly how they are. We're coming over to the other side. Just bring the arms in. And relax. And again, maybe the head moves a little bit more, maybe the eyes move a little bit more. Try to stay as upright as you can. Breathe. Relax where you can. Okay, and then on the next inhalation, you're going to bring those arms with us all the way back to center. Hands to connect and bring them down to the heart. Okay, we're going to change the legs. So the left leg over top of the right leg. Again, you can adjust your legs accordingly, whatever feels right to you. Okay, nice and tall. Okay, and we're going to inhale those arms back up again. Breathe. Okay, and then we're going to twist over towards that left side again. So all the way over and bring those arms down. So remember, just like adding salt or pepper to a pot, we can always go deeper. We can always add more salt and pepper. So when you go into the twist, you go in just a little bit. And then as you stay, you might be able to go a little bit more, just like when you're making soup. You can add a little bit more salt and pepper when you need to. You're the soup, by the way. Breathe. Okay, and then inhale, bring those arms all the way back up again. Big arch of the arms, rainbow coming all the way over towards that right side and bring the arms down. And again, we can always go deeper as we stay in the pose. So your head might go a little bit more, your eyes might go a little bit more. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw and your tongue. Make sure you're breathing. Okay, and then let's bring those arms all the way back up, back through center, and hands together towards the heart. Okay. And then we're gonna undo our legs, and then just shake out whatever you need to shake out, maybe wiggle around. And then we'll come into our Savasana. So you can either sit in your chair, lie down on your back, have your knees bent, have your legs straight, whatever, okay? So just get comfortable, whatever that means to you. Feel free to use any props you like. Lean back in your chair, lie on the ground. Make any movements or any adjustments that you need to make before you settle once more. You might notice that you find some different sensations now, maybe from when we first began. Use your awareness, use your breath, and just gently move through your body with your awareness and breath. And just give every part of your body permission to soften and relax. Sometimes we have to tell ourselves to relax, tell different places to relax. And sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on to tension in a particular part of the body until we bring our awareness to that part, and it's like we're holding on, we're gripping somewhere. It's like, what? Thought I was relaxed. So just slowly from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, or from the tip of your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Slowly move and go through. And relax. Staying where you are, peacefully allow your breath to deepen. And then placing one hand at your heart space, one hand on your belly. And just notice the way that you're breathing right now. Might be shallow, might be deep. Don't change it, just notice. Do some diaphragmatic breathing. So we're going to breathe a little bit deeper. So like last week, we were talking about the pelvic floor. So we're going to breathe into that pelvic floor. Remember, the pelvic floor is like a big basket or a trampoline base in your pelvis that holds your bowels and your bladder and your intestines. So as you breathe in, your lungs are going to expand and they're going to push down on the diaphragm, the muscle that's underneath your rib cage. And that's going to push down through the belly, and the belly is going to rise and inflate. And then that's going to push down on the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is going to soften and expand. And then as you exhale, the pelvic floor is going to draw inwards, bringing the belly inwards. And that's going to push on the diaphragm to push it up against the lungs, which are squeezing to remove out some excess. So we're going to do this in a big way. So we're going to enlarge this. So we're really trying to exaggerate this. So just breathing this way for a few times. So see if you can notice the lungs expanding, the diaphragm moving down, the pelvic floor softening as you inhale. And then again, see if you can notice the pelvic floor rising, the belly coming in, the diaphragm moving up, and the lungs being squeezed to release. And we'll breathe like that one more time. Okay, and then just release that. Now, I say release it, but that means that big exaggeration. You're breathing like that all the time, whether you are aware of it or not. So just give yourself a little hug, give yourself a little stretch, do whatever you need to do, wiggle around, and then you're going to come up into a seat. And you can sit any way that you like. So you can sit on the block, you can sit on a knee pad, you can sit on a chair, you can have your legs crossed, you can have your legs straight. Whatever serves you the best, try to sit up as tall as you can. And then we're going to rest our hands on our legs in some manner with palms down or palms up. Up to you. When the palms are down, it's a little bit more grounding. So if you need to be grounded a little bit more, the palms are down. If you want to be free and light, then your palms are up. Okay. Close your eyes for a soft gaze and take some time to reflect on your practice. What did you notice in your practice to yourself, for yourself? Remember, yoga is unity of your mind and your body and your soul all together. It's deeply within yourself. So yes, there is some exercise in there, but it is a work in more than a work out. Getting to know yourself a little bit better. Noticing how you tick and how you talk. So how was your practice today? What did you notice? Movements in through your body. What was going on in your mind with your breath? Some range of motion, your thoughts. Anything else that seems relative to your practice? Maybe noticing how calm you feel, maybe, or how peaceful you feel. Hopefully that's how you feel. Hopefully you aren't stressed anymore or agitated. And we'll take one more breath here. And then when you're ready, take a big stretch, arms up and over your head. Bring your hands together and bring those hands down towards your heart space and bow your head into those hands and give yourself some gratitude. So we're feeling grateful. What are you feeling grateful for in this moment? And then take some time to feel grateful for yourself, for your practice, for taking the time out of your day to practice some calmness, some peace for yourself. We need so much more of this through the world. And the more we can practice and share this with others, the more peace and calmness there will be. We are all connected. And we will finish with Om. So take a breath in through the nose, side out, breathe in, and Om. Namaste. Thank you. 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 Thank you.